So now let's move on to our third case study. Intermittent HTTP 502 errors. And friends, this problem happened in a very major travel service provider. So they do the airline ticket reservation. It's a platform. If you're making an online ticket reservation, they process like a 70% of North America's overseas ticket reservation. So they were getting intermittent 502 errors, HTTP 502 errors. That's what they were getting. And let's look at and they were running on this, one of the service from Amazon, AWS, called as a EBS. So it is basically a containerization service, right? They were running on this containerization service called as EBS from Amazon, AWS. So they were having intermittently, they were getting 502 errors. For people, I'll just give a 1-minute overview of what is this EBS architecture looks like. It is nothing fancy. It's just a very similar containerization architecture, which we are all used to. At the very forefront, there is an AWS Elastic Load Balancer, which distributes the traffic to each EC2 containers, each EC2 instances. Each EC2 instance has an Nginx web server, and then it has an Apache Tomcat application server. This is where the code is running. And then this EC2 containers can scale up and scale down based on the traffic, right? A typical container architecture. So they were getting intermittently, they were getting this HTTP 502 errors, right? When do you get this 502 errors? When do you get this 502 errors? Let's go back to this diagram. So let's say a request came, the load balancer sent to one of the EC2 instance. Now this Nginx server got the request, and then it made a call to Tomcat. It passed on the request to Tomcat. If Tomcat does not respond to Nginx server within the timeout period, then this Nginx is going to throw back 502 errors. So the request came, Nginx sent it to Tomcat. The Tomcat did not respond within a stipulated time period, then it was throwing 502 errors. Why does it happen? And that was happening intermittently. People didn't know this problem was going on for days, weeks, right? Now, especially in this kind of unknown territory, when we need to equip ourselves with enough data once again. So when they ran this yCrash script, this dmessage command came to rescue. What is dmessage? What is dmessage? The dmessage, friends, is basically when you issue this command, it's going to give you the kernel logs. A lot of times we don't look at the kernel log, but it gives you the kernel log. This kernel log contains very important information, very vital information. Friends, you can run this open source script and do the analysis separately, individually, manually, or you can run it and then you can also, it's going to generate a bundle zip file. This bundle zip file can be pushed to the yCrash server. It can push it automatically, and then you can look it up from the yCrash server as well. So this is how it will look like. A yCrash dashboard, if at all if it is. It can analyze all this 360-degree data, and then you can look at it. So here is my incident report. This is my dashboard. Whenever any problem happens, an incident gets reported here. So now this is how it looks like. So here I can come in and I can see what is my garbage collection behavior. What is my thread dumps? What is my heaps? All the information is reported here. So here, this dmessage came to rescue. So what was happening when they captured the entire 360-degree bundle to the yCrash, then analyzed, and then it reported this warning. Look at this, my friends. In this kernel log, which is generated from the dmessage, it scans for any errors that has happened. Here you can see an error has happened. It says out of memory, kill the process, kill this Java process. You guys see? It's reported here. Friends, what happens is a kernel sometimes can kill our Java process. When there's a lack of RAM capacity, kernel will kill the largest memory consuming process. And most of the times it's going to turn out a Java application, right? It will get killed. If it gets killed, it's not reported anywhere other than the kernel log, right? So it was getting killed, and now it got killed. So then since the Tomcat got killed, the Nginx did not get a response. So it was getting 502 errors. That was what exactly going on. But now, the moment they saw this, okay, now they understood. okay, the kernel is killing because of the RAM capacity. Then they know, okay, the RAM was a problem and they increased it. But now, friends, you may have a question, why it is intermittent error? Why it is intermittently getting? So if Tomcat got killed, okay, any request that goes to this instance should get continuously, should get 502 errors. Why few requests are getting answers and why few are getting 502? And this is where it gets very interesting, because this is an EBS, the containerization architecture. The container as a self-healing mechanism. If any one Tomcat, if any Tomcat instance goes down, the self-healing mechanism in the container orchestration, it restarts. So the container orchestrator would restart your Tomcat and the kernel is going to kill. Oh, then the self-healing mechanism restarts. So what was happening was, Java process, this Tomcat was going up. It was up, and now the kernel killed it. It went down. Now the self-healing mechanism brought it back, and then this container orchestrated the kernel killed it. So application was going up and down, up and down, up and down. So whenever it is down, request came, it didn't get a response. But now it's got back up, it got a response. And these problems becomes very, very tricky, especially in the container world. Without enough data, equip yourself with enough data, it's going to be very hard to troubleshoot. But now, once we have this data, it became very clear what was going on, and then they were able to resolve, right? So, friends, so this comes to me, the 3 case studies, whatever we discussed, we are completing. So, I will be answering the questions in a moment, but before that, friends, in case if you want to learn more about this JVM troubleshooting and the performance engineering, you want to get depth into how to do the GC tuning, how to troubleshoot these kind of problems, we do offer an online masterclass. You can go and you can register here, and then you can sign up. It's an online class. You can go ahead and do it, right? And friends, thank you everyone, right, for taking time to attend this session. So for whoever is attending this session, we are going to send you a 275-page ebook as a complimentary copy for you to look at it. So it will be sent to you in email, okay?